Right, that should be us. Make sure everything's live. Give it a minute. Just make sure it's live. Hello everyone, welcome back to RSF1 Racing. I am Spooky from now on, and we're here at China, and I'm joined with Sync Saiju.
Hello, once again. Hi.
How are you doing? You looking forward to this race?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking forward to races. I think China's one of those tracks as well where it's going to come down to what driver can make, the tyres work, and who has the right balance of the setup. And I think it's really. I feel like the driver is really important around this track. Like the driver makes the race, not the track or the car makes the race.
It can be a very difficult track. Some track limits in that last corner can be really nippy at some points. Plus the weather can change in the click of a finger. It can be dry 1 minute and then full wet the next.
I would like to see.
S04, it's always a good race.
I would like to see a wet race, because who doesn't like watching a wet race? Like, I think a wet race is probably one of the highlights of any league race to watch.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's dead close as well.
Yeah.
I myself do like. I love Inters and that, and I think it's class.
Okay, Saints is out on that lap. Alan is out of that, sorry.
I don't know, it's interesting wet in Inters and that round here. It's quite fun. Do you remember who came top last week's race? Top of your head?
Scotsman won last week with a very dominant performance after he undercut
Cornish, I believe, was it?
Yeah, Cornish. Yeah, undercut
I remember
Cornish.
watching, I think it was like 5 seconds behind and then came 5 seconds ahead and Cornish quite well, I believe.
Well, Scotsman closed the gap to about 2 seconds. Then he pitted, he got the undercut, and Cornish had damage, so when Cornish pit, he put on a new wing, and so he lost more time than he should have in the pit stop. But if he didn't make the mistake, he wouldn't have lost that much time. So at the end of the day, it was all Scotsman's to gain, and from then on he just dominated the race and just walked away with it.
Has shown to be a very consistent driver in therefore. I have got Alco Saints in his first lap of the race. And just spiral the section with the first humps, first 1 and 2 I believe it is, from 3.
I think the racing points last time out, I'm pretty sure they locked up the front row in... They locked up the front row?
They get second and third.
They almost locked up the front row.
Got first for like, I think it was 100, I think it was.
Yeah.
Close at Vietnam.
They locked... Yeah, they were... The 2 racing points very close to locking out the front row. But, still, Racing Point went from going into Vietnam as no constructors' points, they hadn't even scored a point yet, to getting, I'm pretty sure they got second and third in the end of the race as well. So...
Racing Point are 4th in the overall constructors, so they're 4th, McLaren's first.
Yeah, so that jump from not having any points to then now being 4th just shows that a good result can really change things up in the standings. I know it's early on in the season and a lot of things are going to change, but it takes lap times like it's 1:30.9 to start off. Okay, Saints.
What do we expect to do for lap times?
From this division, I'd expect. Well, there you go. For this division, I'd expect. I'm thinking a high 29 could be your. No, 29.9, 29.8 could be the pole time in Q3. The pole time. As again around this track, I feel like the driver is the one that makes the race and the laps and stuff like that. It's not to do with the car really that bad anymore. Like this track is about the driver and what they make of it and the lines that they want to take and what they know, and that's shown by the pace gap from first to second right now. Unseen's got a really good lap time of a 1:30.3 compared to a 1:30.9. So it's really
the lap times, so we're getting the faster go to the end. I'm expecting a 29.8 probably by the end of Q3. M1, sorry.
The track evolution around here is really good. It's a very it does get on as it goes. It does get on as it goes on through the session. It should get better towards the end, but
Yeah, it should.
I think that's why
a rough one.
I think some drivers are waiting a little bit. They're waiting for the track to get a little bit more rubbed in and the track to get more green, and they want it to be better for the grip and stuff like that. Because sometimes, like on tracks like this, the car can just slide from nothing. And it's not a nice feeling because you lose confidence. So.
Yeah. Hello to Amma Benz, A-Watt and RSF1 Eagle in the chat. Just tell me if everything's alright in the stream. Fingers crossed it is. I was saying about the sliding that fun is it? What I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 10. On 10, it's very slidey if you go down into first. The car can step out quite a lot.
Which corner, sorry?
10th, I think it is. I'm not sure, I'm not too good from that.
Okay.
See the one that's to the left and along right onto the big straight?
Yeah, I know which. Okay, so after the S's. Yeah, it all depends on obviously your line and how much power you put down. It's all if you're on no traction, especially. It really matters about what traction you use around there, because how much you apply, because the car can just slide and it will hate every minute of it. And sometimes you have to fight the car around the corner if you have a really loose setup as well. And it can really hamper you a lot, but I'm sure these drivers do have the leverage over it, and I feel like they will do well around there.
If you do that step it on the left side, it's all that gravel, on the right side it's all grass, so you snip it if you go into it.
Still a lot of drivers getting up the way for other drivers.
The road corner stops us, 29.9.
You like this respect though. Drivers getting out of the way for other drivers. Not holding each other up.
No, if you hold each other up you get penalties.
Yeah, but
what's our
it's
penalties?
still respect that they're showing to each other.
Yeah.
To not. There's 29.9 from Cornish. So now I'm kind of thinking it might be a 29.6. Is what we could see for Q3. Possibly.
I do believe Cornish should probably be safe.
I think Cornish is safe here. I don't think anyone's going to get much quicker than that. Um,
30, 35. Let's say it's what?
Primus is invalidated that.
So you're saying around.
Okay, right, get him.
Second to
You might go
last.
around and get it.
Last. Still not put the P11 for 31 feet. As we said at the start though, I would like to see some wet weather trying to play here.
Yeah, I really would like that. I love racing like normal, like dry. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good, but I don't think anything can beat a wet race. Or like
It does really,
a change
challenge, it's also really fun.
race where it goes from like wet to dry, back to wet, back to dry, and then wet again. Like, I love those kinds of races, like 2019 Germany in real life. That was a race to watch. I loved it. Those the kind of races are probably like the best ones to watch. I wouldn't say best to drive, but best to watch.
Yeah. Eagle in the chat saying Collins is he in the right tier? I believe he is. We get some good racing off him and others in the race especially. He's rapid in qualifying.
About
usually.
the right tiers though, you're always going to have drivers that overlap into the tier. It's impossible to make it perfect. There's always going to be a handful of drivers in the tier below that can match or like be in the midfield for the tier above, because they improve, they get quicker of the duration of the season, or they get quicker before the season starts, and just there's always going to be that overlap, and that's kind of what you want, because you want the overlap so it shows that when they do move up, they don't have to just completely sweat out the game to try and get anywhere near to the newer tier, or like the new tier they're joined. They can kind of blend in and really fit in easily. So
Jamie, I think Jamie may be trying out medium traction or something like that. He used to be. He likes to get a really loose setup.
Cornish just got out again.
That would just saves my tyres personally, but
I think Cornish needs to go quicker.
who says he's so Collins to a mid tier 1 time.
Who said that, sorry?
RSF1 Eagles, we've got Rogue round in the spinny part of the track. It's all good though, about the way before MDL's coming round. Where have we gone? On going purple sector 2 there, a little bit of a slide. This back straight now, quite long, really just overtaking. Also look at the running of the ERS. I believe he's in a lap, he's got the fuel symbol, so probably he's last. Slight lock up in the front right there. Push to the line. That DRS is straight to the line. P7, 130.8. 5th, and just in a half now, I do believe. But you know what, that's like Q12, we want to get a little bit faster. Barry, one of those who was also fighting at the top of the grid usually. Always usually up there. Nice and good through sector 2. Roughly like 3 minutes left, so most cars will be popping out now. Heading towards that. Thanks to that, Jamie, I've fixed that between Q1 and Q2. Choose up. Got a lot of yellow flags popping up. It's a good way to just push that extra line, slight lock up just there. Using all that track on option. Put a line, put in P3. Jesse Racer whenever we get to set a lap. Along with Jamie at the same time, they're looking to get their laps in and secure themselves into Q2. Quite dull there. So the clouds are starting to come in, maybe some rain. Would be interesting. Nicely done. Not a little slide up there. Push something in the back straight. It'll be interesting to see the moves that can be done in the straight in the race. The 4 always usually proves really good. There's 1 minute left. P17 first up banker. Nice and dunks, going 2 attempts quicker. I'll move him up a little bit, needs to push to the line then, maybe get another lap in. Nicely done there. P13 for Mason, looks like he's going to push lead off him a little bit there. Yeah, he's lead off. Should be in the knockout zone. He's that Scotsman just put himself in P2 for 13.3. And quite close between Scotsman, Caesar Wizards and Barry. Also Alco Saints up there as well. I'll just sat this over the track, love to see it. Just not look deep there, I'm just going to the grass heads taken out. But wide, kept it valid though. So certainly got his last lap now. Oh, a bit of a shot there. Went on the exit as well, kept it though. A compromise at least a 10th or so. Looks like he might have just backed out there. Yep. Fish 6 button, Jesse Racers will be staying P19 and Jamie will be looking to get themselves up into the top 15. Give me 2 seconds, Demons, to the end of this, and then I'll quickly give you an invite back. I also sort the audio of. I think it was Jamie says I'm a bit quiet. I'll fix all that in between. Fish just putting down in the second to last corner. I want to get a nice exit. Oh, he's a bit slow, like he's backed out. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that should be parked there. Just a gut feeling though. That's F1 anyway. I believe that's how they finished their laps though. So, going out, Jamie, Jesse Racer, who's parked their car nicely, or the game's probably just chucked it at the garage, very polite of them. UK Demons, RSF1 Button and Fish Sticks are all out. Chris just squeezes through. So we need to wait on Jamie to retire, and that'll give us. There we go. Right, I'll fix this audio real quick. Please do excuse me. Back, and just tell me if that sounds better, and Demons, I'll try and get you back in as well. Recently played with Demons. I'm gonna search your name. UK Demons. Sorry about this, folks. Just try to get back in real quick. I can't quite find your name, Demons. If you can try and get somebody from your division to invite you back, I'll get back on the stream. Q2 now.
Sorry, I have returned.
Good.
I went to go do something.
Right, cheers, Jamie. Didn't miss much apart from Jesse Racer's car being parked on the line.
Oh.
It just sat there nicely. That was confusing. And head on to Q2, I believe some folk might try and get the mediums through it.
Yeah, I mean,
Quite a lot of drivers have fitted them already.
I'm curious to see who is brave enough to start on the softs.
Softs are 9 laps, am I right in saying?
Not even that, to be honest. They don't last long. They probably last about 7 laps, and then they die.
And then you're into hards, and then
They're horrible. Like the hards aren't horrible. I think the hards are okay, but just
the softs feel good. It's just the extreme wear that you get
they
along
walk
with
off,
the.
they walk off the cliff like after a certain amount of time, and they just do not feel nice afterwards. They really, I don't know how to explain it. They really get damaged, and I don't know. It's the wear is just not pretty. I think
Mediums is 11, 12, 13 laps roughly, am I right in saying? Maybe more than that.
mediums will go to about lap 12 or 13, maybe 14.
Unseen first person to take us through a lap. He is fitted the mediums, he will want to get them through it. Like most, I believe. Some opting for the softs though. Around this really long right hand up. To the left, quick switch there. Pushing up to the first of 2 hairpins in this track, I do believe. Nicely done. I believe you don't want to touch that curve as much, you can kind of throw the car off. Using all the track in the right, swinging it right back into the left, going a bit wide, bringing it back into the right. Bit of grass there, but holding the track nicely. Not a solid lap so far. Up through the left, to the right. Could you please try and invite Demons? UK Demons, he's hanging out. Unseen, he's got a lovely pull from Caesar Wizard down the straight. That'll benefit quite a lot. Took a mad chunk out of that corner there, saving him quite a bit of time. Pushing to the line. That'll be a 31.7. Very good lap if you ask me. I believe that'll be a banker lap from Craigie Centre. Chris, the next one to come across the line, I believe, on our lap.
Sorry, I'm not commenting very much. I'm doing something. I was trying to do it. Oh, saying on the microphone.
Chris, the 32 with the mediums. It's a solid lap. He'll be keen to impress in his first race. Slight lock up in the front left from Caesar Wizard there, and this long right hand up. Oh! Almost lost it, nicely kept though. Pushing down to the hairpin. Braking just after the 100 metre bold, slight lock up on the right, using all that comp on the left. Using all the track possibly given to him. Oh, it's invalidation, not a nice place to get one. He's in the pits. Oh, and a little bit of a slide out of the hairpin there. And left, DRS, and I'll put the third, 33.5. You try and invite UK Demons back, he's been disconnected from the lobby.
I don't have as a friend. I'll find it.
Well, we got him back in eventually.
Well,
Just a car off, that rogue.
I give a few. I missed one 31.9. Unseen. 31.7.
I believe a 32, 3, or 4 will probably say spot for the mediums.
What was that, sorry?
No, I think a 33.4 will be a safe spot for the mediums. Depends who
I
goes in
wouldn't say
softs.
so. I'd say a bit higher than that. I'd say I'd say a 32.3 is probably the safe place if
Did I say
all drivers
33?
get a valid lap in. on the mediums.
Yeah,
There
I
you go,
meant to say 32.
he's got to 32.5.
Cornished a lap though, I believe she did top. Yeah, I think he got second in Q1. So he can put himself in the last corner around his hairpin. Short shifting down to third. He's not all that track bit wide, he's invalidated. Cornish. Scotsman opting to use for the soft tiles.
When someone goes on a lap, I'll do a lap with them. Okay, we'll do taxi going to leave. It's going down to turn 1. Could be nice and late on the turning because you can have it nice and narrow. And it goes out about wide. Nice turn, hits the curb as well, that was really good. Turn 2 gets a little bit too much on the curb there, really took a very slow line to turn 2. Really nice. Once again, take a bit too much to the curve. He's braking way too early. Going through. The car looks really understeering. Oh, really oversteering. The car's. That's not a good lap. That didn't look very nice. Anyway, going through. Trying to fight the oversteer that he's getting through each and every corner at the moment. Going through. Ooh. This does not look at all healthy. Going round. I can't remember what time. It's the long right. Going to the back straight. It's getting a bit of a turn actually, which is fair enough. TYG Rogue, but Rogue needs to move out of them. But okay, never mind.
That's gubbed. Yep, gubbed.
Okay. TYG Rogue has decided that not moving out of the way is the way to go. Looks it comes across the line, it's going to be a 1:33.3. I know he can go quicker than that. There's multiple mistakes in that lap. Especially through the middle sector, with the car getting very unbalanced with the S's. And Rogue, I wouldn't be surprised if Rogue was under investigation for that. Because
I do believe that'll probably be a penalty coming in his way.
I believe so, but
I'm not one to dish out the penalties.
We'll wait and see if Toxic puts anything in. Might not.
I'm not a steward, I can't say anything. Barry, 23 a lap in the mediums. 2 folk in the softs currently. We've got Old Manzi who's in the pit, is actually on a lap. And we've also got Craigie Senna, who looks like he's set a banker on the softs. I do believe he slowed down near the end of his lap. Barry using that track on the left side, using all the curb he can get. Pushing this really long straight into the right hander. Slight lock up in the front right. Up for the gears rather nicely, using all that track on the right, using it on the left and back to the right again. DRS and push to the line, up on top for 31.3. Very good lap from Barry. So Toxic's about to start another lap, I believe. Old Manzi now, he's coming round second to last. Push the line, he put himself in P4 for 32.1. Nice lap. Is that Scotsman? Yep, that is. There we go. Still multiple drivers still to set a lap yet. Vinny, Scotsman, Alco, Rogue, Cornish, and Caesar Wizard. Scotsman also opting to use all that curb on the inside there. Look at right on this nice long left hander. Onto the right. Barry goes even fast. Is that faster? It looks like he went faster by a bit. First one's lap looked like a very good one so far. That a slight bit understeer there, but kept it nicely. And down the straight again. This is not a very good lap from Scott, as long as you're securing a place up in the top 5, I'm looking on this room.
So I'm back.
Nice wide line.
There's something eat a Twix, I don't know why. Thought of it. Look at you, Twix.
Taking a nice cut, pushing to the line. Scott's not put himself in P6. Alcohol Saints. Yeah, no, there's quite a lot of drivers haven't set quite a lot on laps. Alcohol Saints.
Decided that that's good enough.
Alcohol pushed to the line, needs medium to put himself at 32.2, puts him safe P5 currently.
So I did say 32.3. I did say 32.3, right?
Yep. Shaggy Senna pushing to the line as well, P5, knocking Alcohol back 1. Big Rattlebound roll coming to the line this time round.
Here comes the Rogue. A 31.6 but on the softs. The only driver on the softs.
Almost put himself in P2 there for 31.5, very good lap. Caesar Wizard of Do believes in that out lap. I think just take a slow one though.
Oh! Alpha Saints was another lap, but he's invalidated because he went a little wide.
Don't think Toxic will get through in time.
Scotsman coming down towards the final few corners into the hairpin. Very gingerly.
Get backed out.
Yeah. Who is out there?
Yep.
Toxic MW is still out there. He's an outlap, but I don't think he's going to make it. No, he's not going to make
Flash.
it. Caesar's an outlap though. So there is still a chance for Scotsman to get knocked out of Q3 yet.
I believe Caesar will be the last one to knock him down. Logan Cornish, Alco and Craig is still out though. Could try and prove, oh, we've got Caesar round on the wall.
And Caesar has missed his chance to get into Q3.
And I believe every other driver's on their in lap, like Alco.
So, RSF1 Scotsman makes it, but just the 132.205 being the safe zone for the top
Alco's
10.
on a lap still. Doesn't need to finish it, but no one's saying that he can't.
He's got purple middle sector. Elko Saint's got some pace we haven't seen yet. This DRS has been updated there.
The tyres aren't looking the freshest, however, we'll just pit. Personal preference.
In the final corner. It's going to cross the line. It's going to be second. So good pace. Good pace from him there. And towards the end. Those tyres weren't exactly fresh. There were a few laps have been done on them, so maybe there's more pace to find.
Go out. Caesar 2 Wizard goes out. Toxic MW, Edited Fawn, Mason Dunks and Chris.
Surprising.
And the only driver to go through in the softs is TYG Rogue.
It is surprising to me that the pole man in Vietnam is now 14th.
I guess it's a tactical game. I would expect them also to be up top, but you win some, you lose some. You can't win them all. Oh,
Very
Q3 should be even
interesting
better, I believe.
for Q2. I do like the fact that I think a lot of the reason that a lot of drivers in that division have gone for mediums. I don't think it's purely because of it, but they must have watched the other races and seen that the medium to hard is the better option.
Yep, certainly.
And I feel like they've seen it.
That's what I liked about being in S04. I got a whole week to test out every strategy. I could watch all the divisions.
Well, I'm the first division to race, so it's a little bit harder for me because I'm the first division that finds out and tests what's good and what's not.
Your division's what I usually go off of. Demons, I'm sure you'll get there eventually. Just stick at it and don't give up. Best advice I can give.
What's he talking about? Sorry?
Demons saying, "Oh, you can't win any like me." So
I mean,
stick at it, try your hardest, and you'll get there eventually.
I mean, I'm transitioning to a wheel at the moment, and
How's that one going?
it's fun, but it really is frustrating. A lot of the time, like it is really frustrating for me. And you know, there are times where I do want to give up, but I know in my head that in the long run, I'll be better off, like far better off. So, for demons, just stick out what you're doing. Don't. That sounds really cliche. Just don't give up on it, because if you give up, then you'll never know the outcome. So.
You did think Toxic coming in the chat, he certainly is. Getting blocked is brilliant, I must say. Coming from him.
Yeah, well, we saw it.
I can only assume he clipped it, so... few little points, but I can't say it. Unseen first one to set a lap again. He's been first out Q1, 2 and 3. He's at Dunge for turn 1 and 2. Here's onto the first hairpin. Breaking about 70 metres just there. Nicely done round. First of the hairpins. Using all that track on the right. Coming out just that white little square. As a guide, if so. Get nice and tight to the curb. Taking that left. Into the second to the left. Even a bit of grass there. The curb and the exit. Left, we can very easily understeer it up here.
Before anyone
into the right, and it's a long straight.
What's your prediction? The top three.
29.
No, the people. What time?
Oh, people, sorry. Cornish, Alco, and Rogue. No, wait, Scotsman.
Well, I'm gonna go for Unseen, Alco, and Cornish.
It's hard to go for it up here because there's so many people that contend for the top. Primus coming around, pushing to the line. I'll put my 30.6. We've got Rogue just coming round. It was 2-2, I believe that'll be a banker for him. Old man puts himself in P4 for 30.9. Ready Vinny will put himself in P3. And Craig Giserna will put himself P5. I think it's coming in thick and fast there, but all this small breaks. Scott is moving the next person to set the lap. Yeah, Chris, I would be the same. I do like starting P11 fresher tyres dipped in front of you. Quite good position, just the midfield can be dangerous at times, but I'm sure it'll be alright. What's everybody else here? Prediction. Who's got to top the qualifying the day? Top 3 predictions. Watson puts himself P4. On the scene, I believe will be his unlap, yep. Cornish is validated. Demons thinking Chris making him pole. Is that right I'm saying? Oh wait, yeah, I've just noticed he's not here yet. That. Invalidated, Crescena. This will be on the map as well, which will leave us with one car on the track. So you'll have to see content. Brilliant angle.
Very close.
Yes, I believe we'll get even faster at the end of qualifying.
Yeah, no, it will get quicker. I'm looking at a 29.7, but I think a 29.7 is possible with these guys.
I feel roughly the same as well. I believe that's one of the racing points coming out. It might be Cornish as he's yet to set a lap.
Oh, so the Cornish validated, so we didn't get a lap in.
And Barry for top 3 UK Demons is predicting.
What's that?
UK Demons is in the chat saying that Barry will get top 3.
He was quick.
It's very hard. It's very hard to predict. Everybody in here is contenders for the top.
Barry,
you can't divide them.
It reminds me of like Formula 2, like in real life. Like you could like anyone could get a pole really if they just drive well.
Yeah.
Like they're that close in terms of it just takes one mistake to cost you. Like F2 in Div 2 in Bahrain, I qualified 17th, but I was 700ths slower than the guy in 13th.
Yeah.
Like that made a 10th, like under a 10th. It was crazy how close we all were. And it just took that one mistake, that one time you didn't put the power down early enough. It was those one little things that change the lap, defines the lap.
I'm just checking through the Discord and looking at the current standings. Caesar Wizard is at the top currently.
Right.
36 points, and Scotsman second. Button in third with 31 points. So very close at the top of the table. Together, Toxic MW, 25 points in fourth. Primus Gaming, fifth with 24. Graded Vinny and Red Bull with 23 points in fifth. It's very close in the standings altogether. So you can't knock MD for. You can't predict MD to be close to MD. And the constructors, McLaren are at top currently. With Renault in second, Williams in third, Racing Point in fourth, Ferrari in fifth, Mercedes in sixth, Haas in seventh, Red Bull in eighth, Alfa Romeo in ninth, and AlphaTauri in 10th.
Prime has lost it in the S's. Didn't want to interrupt you, but Prime has lost it in the S's. Down those tyres. Got a grapple on them. Clear because on the rest of the track, but surely those tyres will be very good now.
It's getting A bit dark in the sky. That be a sign for a wet race.
I'm hoping so.
Almost
I
time.
want a wet race, but considering everyone's on a lap on mediums, I don't think it's a wet race at all.
Cornish tops is off current with a 30 flat.
Barry goes third. Look at the difference between first and second. It's not even a 10.
Grady Vinny coming to a season outlap actually. Scotsman's outlap, decent outlaps. Old man season next. Premise game retired in the pits. He seems quite content with his lap.
Back to first and second. Obviously, the only thing that, you know, Unseen hasn't gone out like that, and he's not got time to. That's it. Unseen won't get a lap in. So whatever happens now, the Williams will not be getting another lap in this session. Meanwhile, Cornish, currently 6th provisional pole. Can anybody interrupt that? Barry has to do a lap later. He's on a little bit of a rough edge now because he can't change his tyres. So he has to keep on for a second time. Locked up there as he goes down into the
second.
He's going to come around the final corner. Is Barry going to do another lap? No, he goes into the pit lane. Barry is, that's it. His qualifying is done as well. Alco Saints, can he do anything about his teammate? Can he steal the pole? So we've seen that he's been looking quick towards the end of each session so far. Can he do it once more, but this time get the top step?
Vanny into P3.
Or the top step, or the top place in the front row.
Scotsman P7. Rogue.
Scotsman only P7. Old Mandy up into 6th at the moment. One fence point 4, can't do anything about it.
Rogan P8.
Rogan P8, Craig Senna, he's still on the lap. Alco Saints coming down the back straight now, can he go into the hairpin? Maybe nice hairpin. He didn't look untidy at all, looked quite clean. Going through the final corner, no. But going on a lap, he's not going to do it. He's out as well, he will start 5th on the grid. To both the Red Bulls. Oh, Craig Senna goes into 6th place. So the Red Bulls signs the lap times here. Great Vinny. Does he have anything that he can throw at XRL Cornish and Unseen? Or is he only remain 3rd? 3rd is still a good position to start in. Yeah.
Sitting there second wasn't all too bad. Scotsman also pushing as well, just behind
I think graded.
Vinny.
I think graded. He's going to start 3rd on this grade. Yes, he is. As he goes
My Scotsman gets sent to say with that. Scotsman's a 10th faster and he's invalidated.
Oh, he's invalidated on the final corner. That's so unfortunate. But your pole man, XRL Cornish, with Unseen in 2nd place. Grade Vinny in 3rd. The top 3. Grady Vinny. What was the last session? Kind of brought his pace out a little bit there. Look how close it is. Top 3. Actually, look how close it is between the entire grid. Only separated by 6/10. 1st to 10th. So, as I said, it was all about the driver in these sessions.
I'm just looking in the background and it's getting duller and duller.
So it's XRL Cornish from Unseen in 2nd place. 3rd place is graded Vinny. 4th is Barry. 5th is Arco Saints. Craig Senna will start in 6th. 7th from Old Manzi, really good from him. RSF1 Scotsman left more speed desired in 8th. 9th is TYG Reg, and Primus Gaming didn't have the best qualifying session in 10th.
Demons, give me 2 seconds, I'll try and get back in. Just
So,
I'm trying to get UK Demons in.
unfortunately, it's very sunny around here in China today.
Yes.
So, it doesn't look like there's going to be any rain, but there could be later on in the race, who knows. It does raise some questions though, because the whole grid, pretty much in the top 10 is starting on mediums, except from one driver who starts 8th. And that is TYG Rogue, who will be starting in 8th position, 9 fairly certain. Or is it 9th now? I think it's 9th.
It's like
And he's on softs.
Fawn is looking to start on the softs as well. It's an interesting decision from back in P13. Fishstick's one of only currently on the hards looking to go for the alternate strategy. Hards, mediums.
Hards
We have
is a bad
somebody
time
for
to
the
start
hards.
on.
Well, if you're starting at the back, you can nothing to
Toxic MW
lose
was
if you
decided to
get
start on the hards as well. RSF1
alternate
button.
strategy.
Done was back like a Jesse Racer down in 19th. I didn't even wish for that.
2 seconds, I'm going to nip to the toilet.
Did she get that
Me?
time in Q1?
Jessie, I'm pretty sure she got one. I don't think it went too well. I don't know, I'm not too sure. Just give me 2 seconds, sorry.
Game 24 is 20th, 18th, UK Demons. Finally back in the lobby. Glad to see you've returned. In dunks in 12th. The man in 11th, which is the Haas of Chris World LFC. He's a reserve, I'm pretty sure. He's not the actual driver for that car. We've also got, I think we've got quite a few today who are actually reserves.
Sorry about that. I shouldn't have drank all that water before the race, but
The Craigie Senna replaces 40 at Red Bull today. Or for
I
tonight.
believe Mason
Mason Dunk
one of the new
replaces
drivers.
Charismic at the AlphaTauri. Thought so. And as I said, Chris replaces Checo at Haas. So we've got a
I believe this is the first time Toxic MW's had a teammate. See if that can bring some points to the team. Would you like to do the
I'd do
formation?
You can do
Start
the start though.
Yeah.
So at the back of the grid we have familiar Williams, not the driver, but the car. Williams at the back of the grid of JB24, who decided not to go on the... Oh, there he goes. In 90s place we have Jesse Racer, who's also decided not to leave the starting grid. UK Demons in 18th at the moment there. He disconnected at some point during the end of that session, so it would have been great for him. RSF1 button. Ferrari down in 17th. I guess I really think that he could have done a lot more. The NR, I'm pretty sure he was a lot more confident. Fish Sticks in 16th with his teammate just ahead of Caesar 2 Wizard. Obviously, you said Caesar's leading the championship. Yeah? So, is it?
Yeah, Caesar's at the top currently.
Yeah, so
12
Caesar's
points,
leading the championship. So the championship leader down in 15th at the moment. So It's going to be something interesting. Toxic MW deciding to spin his car. Not Toxic MW, sorry. Chris 12 LFC, Mason Dunstan, S04, and all decided to get themselves disqualified on the formation now. But that is your 11th, 12th, and 13th. 14th is Toxic MW, man who started on pole last time out. 10th is Primus Gaming, not the greatest thing from him. Rogue and Scotsman also decided to get themselves disqualified. Old Man Z in 7th place, better qualifying from him than what happened in Vietnam. Pretty sure we got out top 10 that time. Craig Senna in 6th place for Red Bull. Arco Saints, I think he could have had a lot more of a higher position than he actually has. I guess the large didn't come together for him. Barry in 4th place. Grade Vinny in 3rd place, good qualifying from him. And Cena's in 2nd place. And your pole man is XRL Cornish, who did a very good lap for the pole position time, but not even a 10th. Only 600ths ahead of your 2nd place man.
Quite a lot of drivers are just getting disqualified from the formation lap and starting in
Nice cold
colder
medium
tyres and everything
tyres.
else. That's not what you want to be seeing, but welcome to F1. So we'll hopefully get underway pronto. Hopefully. I just want to see some lights. I can't even hear the cars.
I hope it's not a restart. Not this again.
If Demons join throughout and try to take Anki and me have to back out and join again, which is unfortunate. I'm not too sure. Hopefully. Please.
This doesn't look good.
Certainly not.
This doesn't look impressive.
Demons might have to leave or press the home button in his controller.
He might do.
But if it's 1, they have to leave. If it's more than 4, I think, it's a restart. But if we sit for too long, it goes to a restart. But I don't think I can call that. I think it's the division head that calls that. Anytime today, please. It's not what the people want to see.
There are green flags waving in the background, but nothing as far as we can see. Apparently it's lap 2. According
Yeah,
to
it
the
usually does that as well. Check my
it's
Discord.
telling me
real
the
quick.
predicted pit stop strategy. Let me see. Oh,
Bear
gonna-
with us, folk. We'll try and get in as quick as we can, please.
I'm going to assume that means restart.
It's happened quite a lot in the past, and we just had to move on with it. But
Yeah, but it depends if other drivers got kicked from the session. I think that's
yes, you can wait and
that's
see
the
how
bit
they
that we need to be most aware
calls
about.
it. Try and find the host real quick. Pronto. It would appear that they're all still in the session.
Are they now?
Failed to connect to online services. That's not what we need. That is not what we need. Yeah, and I'm gonna need to thingy.
Are we going to need a restart? There we are.
Someone in the chat says Xbox services are down. We'll just quickly get Michael.
That might be the reason then.
I'm past that part. Try and join again. This is not what we need. This is far from what we need.
Yeah.
I come in. I'm loading. I think I'm loading. I think I'm getting in. Please. I'll start placing money on it that we've missed half the race already.
I think I missed half the race. Like lap 1, 2 and 3. I wouldn't say half the race.
Yep, I'm keep getting the service error codes. I'm going to restart my game real quick. Again.
I feel like this is going to require a restart. Depends on how many drivers got kicked from the lobby as well. Maybe they didn't. Might have just been the spectator.
By luck it would only be us probably.
Who's in that lobby? Next.
Some people saying that there's quite a lot of server issues in Xbox currently. Xbox support saying that this is the wrong time. It could have done it tomorrow and we've got no racing going.
I can't join back the lobby either. But like,
right, if I can try and get in again. Down, join. It says joining for me. I've got my fingers crossed. Please just let me in. I'm in.
invite me.
Try restart the game first just in case, then we'll hopefully we haven't missed much. Right, we're back in again. Tell the boss. Right, there we go, hopefully.
So unseen on UK Demons.
I've still got a black screen. Aaron. Oh, we've got a safety car.
Unseen in UK Demon, not in the race.
This free focus crashed out.
Really sorry to the stream, by the way, and the people watching for that. It's out of our control. I'm just get back in though. So you should be okay.
Caesar Wizard's out, which means he can't defend his current championship
leader. He's out of the race already.
Quite a few position changes. Alcosaint's got up 1, Barry went down 1, Old Man's up 1, TYG up 2.
Jamie's
remains
retired
where he
from the back
was.
of the grid. Oh, one of the hats as well, Chris LFC.
Craigie Senna have been down 3, so not a good
Cornish
start
just
for
got a
him.
penalty.
There are quite a few penalties already. Old Man's also got 1. Mason Dunk's up 2, Toxic NW up 3.
Cornish has a drive-through.
Well,
That
other
is
than this lap
that's
was a positive.
Oh,
That's heartbreaking. Fishstick's up 4.
really bad for Cornish because that means that he's going to lose. He's going to go to the last because everyone's bunched up into the safety car. So
Might have been Delta. Primus didn't have the best of
it
starts,
might
so
not
he
even
dropped
been Delta.
5.
It might not have been Delta. It could have been. He might have jumped the start. He might have. So Old Manzi also has a 5-second penalty. That could be for hitting someone under the safety car or tapping someone because it's really.
But this could, yes. If you hit someone else on the safety car, it can give the other, you the penalty, so that might get removed.
They're all Cornish.
Heating up the tyre, said he's getting
Can
queued up
he
again.
do something? As he goes, Cornish is gone. Unseen trying to keep up with them a little bit. The Cornish has gone really wide for quite about 3 drivers at the back there. Both the Alfa Romeos getting really wide along with old Benzi. Got Cornish who managed to get a 1.8 second gap to Unseen, but I'm pretty sure Unseen isn't actually there. I'm pretty sure that is the AI.
If you could try and maybe invite him back in, I don't know if he's just left or it's not handy. I do want to get past him.
Mercedes hits the back of the Red Bull gets all out of shape. The AI stuck to the Red Bull. Alfa Mercedes through, and that is the racing point 1-2.
Yeah, the AI round in the
Really
morning sessions are rather terrible.
Old Manzi hits the back of the Williams. The Williams really in the way. This is really dangerous.
Yep, Abdi's flying past it currently.
Yeah. Jesus. So, XRL Cornish has got to serve a drive-through penalty. So his teammate, Marco Saints, is about to inherit the lead. At some stage,
Toxic MW making a pass, that's unseen actually.
That was time. Jessie Racer, she gets a penalty for multiple warnings. I think she went wide of the exit.
MW up the inside of Mason Dunks in the hairpin.
Look at that, 4.1 seconds extra of corner, she's absolutely gone. He got gifted 2 seconds gap by the AI holding everyone else up, but still, he had to be in that position to be able to get the advantage of it, so fair play to him. Alco Saints in second place, racing point 1-2. Grady Vinny hasn't moved from his starting position, he's still in third place. Fourth place, Barry 23. To old Manzi. Manzi struggled a little bit going through the mini hairpin there. As Rogue, the only man on the softs inside the top 10, going really wide there to catch the car. Someone.
Jessie Racer, I believe. Yep,
someone spun, and it's Jessie Racer. She's left the session. She has had enough. She cannot be bothered anymore. She's left the session. So now that's another AI car. It's going around the circuit. This is not exactly what we want, but we don't want any driver to retire during a race. But
2 Ferraris fighting it out there. Primus sitting around outside there on a bit of
Primus Gaming trying to get involved as he gets a little bit twitchy. Coming out of the fast long right onto the back straight. So got quite a few cars in a little bit of a fight. Yeah. Cornish into the pit lane to serve his drive-through penalty. What can he do? Now that he has to serve a drive-through, it's like an extra pit stop almost. The Cornish.
Without the whole tyre change.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go down quite far, significantly far, as he comes back out at 15th. And he's got all this traffic to deal with, and he's back behind Unseen's AI. So something to have to think about there. He should be able to get past him fairly easily here. But AI not being very helpful this evening.
It was certainly not.
The 2 Ferraris still battling it out for 11th place. They want best of the non-point scorers. And one of the Ferraris
need to try and work together here. Passes MW getting past Mason Dunks again.
It's just to note that Alco Saints has got a 1.1 second gap to Graded Vinny, to Graded and currently outside of the DRS. He won't get that benefit, but Barry will. Oh, down the inside goes T-Wage and Road on old Manzi. Manzi defends really well, gives him enough room on the inside and manages to get the traction coming out of the corner. Craig Senna, the fighting Scotsman. Scotsman's going to have the run going into turn 1, but does he have the power? I don't think he does. As they go through turn 1 now, Scotsman just to hang back for a little bit longer. Rogue has the better tyres at the moment, but surely around lap 7, which is now, those softs will start to degrade and really start to take a hit.
Yeah, I believe he'll be getting in the pits sooner rather than later, and he'll be getting in the hards, unless he's going for a two-stop.
XRL Cornish has got past Primus Gaming. He's now got his eyes set on the RSF1 button. Has a little look down the inside of the hairpin, but keeps it clean, thinks about it. So he's passed the system, Mercedes. So what?
Looking through the chat, apparently we've got some sort of raid, so welcome to RSF1.
Some sort of raid?
Some sort of raid apparently, but
raid of
welcome
who?
everybody. I don't know.
A raid of who? What?
I don't know, I'm just looking at the chat and it's about raids, so it should be. Interesting, brings more viewers in, the more the merrier.
Oh, Manzi in 4th position at the moment, really good from here, but he's got a 5-second penalty to contend with. TIG Rogue also has a 3-second penalty, so does Craigie Senna. RSF1 Scotsman just sitting behind now, just having a little bit of a think. You know, he doesn't have to pass all 3 of these drivers, he does not have to pass. Obviously he'd want to. Driving the pit lane there. Pretty sure it's Rogue. Rogue is pitting at the end of lap 7 on towards lap 8. What will he go to? He should go to the hards, but if he goes to the mediums, that means he'll be 2-stopping. Is the hard tyres for the Alfa Romeo.
Barry's still getting really close to graded Vinny.
XRL Cornish meanwhile has got past RSF1 button. S04 is now his next target, the other Ferrari. Which that Ferrari is also on the back of Fish Stick, so this could be a 3-way fight for 9th position. There's a little bit of a gap there though to make some dumps. 5 seconds there. Toxic up into 7th from starting 14th on the grid. Good development from him throughout this race so far.
Fawn all over the back of Fish Sticks currently. Pardon for quite a bit of that ERS, so Fish Sticks has a large advantage.
He's going to be wanting to really use as much leverage as he possibly can of straight line speed. Fish has got a lot of DRS.
Barry,
here comes Cornish. Cornish has got the run. Cornish has got the run on all of these drivers. He's going to get an absolute toe down the straight. Going into the hairpin. Can he make it? Fish Sticks keeps up the inside, but that was a little bit of contact there. And it's S04, and he's struggling a little bit as well.
Fish Sticks looks like he's struggling a little bit, and then harder tyres. Cornish got the run again, but himself onto P10.
Here comes Cornish trying to get around the outside for turn 1. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Will the McLaren try to come back in? No, he will not. But he has to defend against the Ferrari. Ferrari gets all out of shape. That leaves Primus to get involved a little bit there. Also means that RSF1 button comes back into the mix a bit. At the moment, it's a 5-way scrap for 9th place. And it's whoever this winner takes all at this point.
Scotsman getting really close to Craigie Senna.
He's Senna. It's Scotsman all over the back of that Red Bull. I just believe if he gets the right run coming out of this fast right-hander, he should be able to successfully pass that Red Bull. He does have 100% ERS, and he's looking already before we even get out of the right-hander. He's going to have the run. I think this should be fairly easy for the Renault. Can the Red Bull respond going into the braking zone? I don't think he can. And yeah, that was all she wrote for the Red Bull driver in defending 6th place.
Yep, Scotsman made it look rather easy with all that ERS.
Now can Scotsman cut down old Manzi? Can.
Primus getting past edited form.
So Alco
gaps are
Saints.
starting to get bigger.
Alco Saints has
Continue.
been doing very well at the moment. He's really he's controlling the gap. I think at the moment is what Alco is doing. He's not overextending the tires. He's not pushing it way too far. He's just controlling the pace, keeping the driver out of the RS. Just a bit of a laugh. I think also with Alco, significant difference in ERS management. 78% for Alco. Barry's only on 40. So Barry, by the looks of it, almost made a mistake going through the test because it took a lot of time. Now 2 seconds the gap. So Alco
Scotsman's
States.
caught up to Old Manzi and now being a DRS.
Old Man's getting a little bit out of shape coming out of the chicane there. Oh, so Scotsman's got very, very out of shape coming out of the right hander as well.
Senna's got a run on Scotsman. Very close.
Can Senna do anything though? Will he dive it? Will he attempt to go for something here? He's gonna go and have a look. He's gonna go for it. Right down the inside. Amazing braking there. Amazing car control there from Craigie Senna. Really good from Scotsman as well. Very fair. Didn't close the door aggressively or anything like that. Came in the room. And that was
That's toxic.
really
MW just caught up to this 4-way train between Manzi, Craigie Senna, Scotsman.
something to note as well. Toxic MW is on the hard tyre.
Yeah, he's made himself a fair way up. P14, I believe he did start.
P14 he started,
certainly
so he's
making-
made himself 7 positions at the moment.
And the mediums, this is believe as the pit window starts to open.
On that 12, that 13. So the mediums will
It will go
go for the stop. Meanwhile, Alco Saints doing a very good job, as I said earlier, in just controlling the pace of his car and not, overextending and trying to be too quick. Just trying to get to his pit window, just trying to get to that nice little area of work. Obviously, his teammate hasn't pitted yet. So,
Scotsman and Craigie Senna. Oh, contact. Oh, Scotsman's out.
oh, Scotsman's round. Contact there between Craigie
Craigie
Senna
Senna.
and RSF1 Scotsman. Not looking like a good day for Scotsman so far. Those tyres are going to be absolutely on fire due to that spin. So he's going to
I
have to
believe he'll
run
just pop it into
the
the
fish
pit.
sticks. Fish sticks, can he have a look? He's going to have a little bit of a look. He's been a little bit cheeky there. Oh, Primus goes into the back of fish sticks. Definitely any damage there for the Mercedes. As Scotsman
Old
does come into
Manzi.
the pits.
Old Manzi also in the
And
pits.
so does
He'll be the first one.
Cornish. This is interesting. So, the second racing point in this race decides to hit first. So that is something to be aware of. In terms of, is he thinking he wants the undercut? He just wants to see what he can do. Is that the pits now? So Royal Cornish down in 13th position. It's nice fresh hard tyres. He should be able to go along with those to the end of the race comfortably. RSF1 Scotsman also doing the same thing. He did have a spin, so he's lost more positions than he would like to. EPT still on his mediums. Jesse Race, he's not actually there, but still on the mediums. Alco says,
Primus
will
looking-
Alco respond to his teammate?
Primus on the fish
Yes, he
sticks
will.
down the
Alco-
straight.
Alco Saints will respond to his teammates and hit this lap.
Primus got the move done on fish sticks.
Fish sticks. Oh, Ferrari got really close to the rear end of that McLaren. They're still staying
I
out
believe
as well.
that's Alco on the pit.
Alco is in the pit lane
Toxic
at the moment.
MW takes
Where
the
is Alco
lead.
going to come out? Is he going to come out right behind this? He's going to come out in the middle of this battle. The only car he's got to pass is Fish Sticks, but he's right in the middle of it, and that's not a great place to be. Also got Graded Vinny, he's come out behind this battle. So's Barry. Barry's come out behind this battle as well. So this battle could really, these Ferraris could really be a hamper to Barry's progress, trying to catch Alco's Saints. So if Alco can get past Fish Sticks as quickly as possible, this could really help him out in terms of the gap that he'll have to second place. Meanwhile, Cornish just trying to set good lap times, trying to get within his chase for. He's chasing down old Manzi. Go down the back straight. He should have him here. He should easily have the McLaren, but will the McLaren put up much of a defence? I don't think he will. Oh! The McLaren hits the back of the racing point. Bit of a tap. I don't think it would much damage be able to be done to the McLaren. McLaren stays out as well.
Dunks, pits.
S04 is staying out quite a long time in those movements. Yeah, Mason Dunks has come to the pit lane as well. A lot of penalties starting to creep in for a lot of drivers here, especially in that midfield. Lot 3 seconds, 1 6 for Craigie Senna. Only man on 6 seconds worth of penalties. Also, old Manzi has served his 5-second penalty, so he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Still 5 minutes left in the session, finally, unlucky for him today. I didn't see what happened in the first couple laps, but he might have been calling into them, who knows.
Barry, who came out just behind RSF1 button. He looking to get the move done quickly.
Barry's right behind the 2 Ferraris. That's a battle you do not want to be a part of. Those Ferraris are really fierce in battling each other, so I wonder what they're like battling other drivers that are their teammates. So, coming down straight though, it should be fairly straightforward for the Alfa Romeo. But will the Ferrari, meanwhile, ahead to Edited Thorn, trying to look for a way past Fish Sticks. Ferraris, Edited Thorn's lost it. Got way too aggressive on the power there. The tyres must have just let go due to the lack of grip after being out for 15 laps, which is a fairly good way to take those tyres. Manzi goes a little bit wide in the final corner. That gives Exeter Cornish the run going into turn 1. Can he do anything about going up the inside? He's up the inside. Can he do anything here? No contact has been made just yet, and hopefully none will be made. Lovely move there from Exeter Cornish. Has the superior grip by the looks of it, and just has more confidence going through turn 1 and 2. And he dives down straight down the inside of Mason Dunks, but goes a little bit too deep, and Mason Dunks is going to come back at him. But I think he's not going to have the traction compared to Cornish, and Cornish is able to keep the position by having the inside line for the S's, but that could have been really bad for Cornish. He could have really held himself up a lot more. Fish Sticks has left the session. So now it's an AI driving in a battle that's already fierce enough. So RSF1 button. All the way past. Here comes Barry. Barry's right on the back of that Ferrari. He's going to go to the... McLaren's going a little bit defensive. There's a yellow flag somewhere. And that is for Edited Thorn.
Contact between Craigie Senna and TYG Rogue, I believe there. Is it Barry and Graded Vinny?
Craigie Senna and TYG Rogue probably getting into the waters towards the back of the grid. I'm pretty sure that is Barry, who's I think he made contact with someone. I don't know. The Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo need to stop getting so close to each other. They seem to be banging tyres going down the straight there. Meanwhile, Fish Sticks obviously is now an AI car. He is holding up Barry so much. Graded Vinny has passed Barry, so now he's net P2 at the moment. Meanwhile, Toxic leads this race on track, but in terms of net position, is Alco Saints. Primus is third at the moment, but net P2 is Graded Vinny, then comes Barry. Craig Senna is currently 7th. 8th is TYG Rogue. 9th is Fish Sticks, but that will probably most likely become worse as more drivers catch up to and pass his AI car. Cyril Cornish is the next man to come and take the position off Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks is AI.
BMW has lapped Jessie Racer.
So Jessie Racer has been lapped, but she is AI mode. She left the session very much earlier on. We have Cyril Cornish going past Fish Sticks at the final corner. He's now got 6 seconds worth of penalties as Cyril Cornish. So this is turning into a bit of a race for Cornish. He's got more penalties. His teammates got none at the moment, so I don't know how I'm going to see he's going to win this one. But if anything can happen in these kinds of races, still got quite a few laps to go yet before we get to the end, so anything's possible. Meanwhile, Toxic's lead is being eaten into by Alco Saints, fresher tyres. But will definitely go to the end. Meanwhile, Toxic, older tyres that will be taking for quite a distance.
Live Toxic will pit
I
lap
think he might be
1920.
I think he might be looking to get to the softs. We could hit
Yes,
around about now to about lap 20 and close to mediums. But I'd say his bet is going to be trying to get to those soft tyres towards the end and absolutely gunning it around the track, trying to get as many positions back up as he possibly can. RSF1 button is still trying to hold on as well. He's on the side of the high tyres. Fish Sticks is back in the middle, thank goodness. The more AI car. Graded V catching RSF1 button. Meanwhile, Primus is in kind of like a world of his own at the moment. He's got 3 seconds to the car ahead of him, he's got 6 seconds to the car behind him. He's kind of in a little world of his own, just minding his own business.
I think he'll follow up when Toxic MW's in.
Yeah, he will. He's going to pit around the same time that those guys will. Meanwhile, Jessie Racer's about to get lapped by Alco Saints. Alco Saints goes through. I just not make it too difficult. Respecting blue flags. RSF1 button, meanwhile, in a lovely, nice train cars. Oh, Graded Vinny!
Ooh,
What happened there?
bit of a late lunge.
I think that was a lunge. He might have just missed his braking zone. Could have thought he was going to make that. But
Looks like he might get the move done in the straight though.
it's really to get this big done on the straight. Oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere. It looks like it's for a McLaren. It's for the McLaren of Fish Sticks. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure I just had a few bits of wheel banging there for Graded Vinny and RSF1 button. As Graded Vinny went round the outside of the hairpin to pass Button. Button's looking to come back in though. But I don't think he's got the traction to fight the Red Bull. And the Red Bull carries on, retaining that 4th place. And the next man to try and pass the the aging tyres of the Ferrari is the Alfa Romeo of Barry. And Craig Senna is right behind them as well. He's the other Red Bull, supporting his teammate as much as he can. Merging Rogue, on the other hand, just seems to be able to get towards that pack at the moment. He's being caught by Cornish, and Cornish, as we know, we've seen, he's very quick around here at the moment. He's got the fastest lap.
He's about to lap the lapped car of demons.
So,
I believe he'll probably go in this lap.
Look how much Alco Saints has gained over Barry, irrespective of the traffic. He's got massive gap.
Toxic goes in.
I think, here we go, Cornish, past, actually Rogue tried to hold him up. I don't think Rogue attempted to defend that move, thinking no, it just was going to happen as Barry tries to go past RSF1, but final corner makes it past that mix button, really vulnerable with the Craig Senna going towards turn 1. And outside
Toxic
goes the Red
pits
Bull.
onto the mediums rather than the softs.
Who is that, sorry?
Toxic
Toxic
pitted.
goes to the mediums. So he doesn't believe the softs will make it to the end, which I don't think anyone does at this point.
He's in this train as well, so he's looking to get the moves done. It's one after another.
Fresh mediums though, they will be very.
Up into the Rogue. Ready to
He's
make
already
moves.
going for Rogue. We're going to just keep position though. Those fresh tyres, those fresh mediums against those aged hard tyres will be pretty vulnerable with the Alfa Romeo, especially down these traction zones. Or in these traction zones, but down the straight he should be pretty vulnerable to get past as Cornish goes past. He tries to get past RSF1, but he's being held up here by the Ferrari as he bashes the rear. Look how many people, how many drivers are going down this straight and absolutely slipstream festing each other. Jesse races AI is right in the middle of this, trying to let everyone by, and down the inside goes Toxic. Toxic's got past all 3 of them. But then Cornish is trying to come back at Toxic, so now it's Toxic versus Cornish. Cornish manages to keep the car intact after lots of contacts, but Toxic manages to get past all 3 drivers. What a move from Toxic. Mason Dunst
In and out all of them.
trying to get involved now. We've got XRL Cornish versus Toxic. Toxic's got the better tyres compared to Cornish. But does Cornish have the raw pace to keep up with those fresh mediums? Jesse races AI. Moves out the way there for Manzi. Everyone Sots going down in 11th position, and apparently Renault scoring no points at the moment after winning last time out. So yeah, Alco Saints from Primus game. Primus still hasn't hit yet, so I think he is definitely going for soft in the race. And just attempts to all in as many people as he can rotate. Ready, Vinny?
Toxic on the straight again behind Craig Senna.
Oh, he is as well. Look at this, already on the back of Craig Senna. Toxic's on an absolute run at the moment. No penalties either. So down the inside he goes. Almost hits the back of the Alfa Romeo. Gets a little bit of one on the exit, but still manages to get the traction due to just the brand new grip that he's found with these mediums, and off he goes. New fastest lap of the race from Toxic MW as well.
Barry goes off a little bit on the inside of Barry right here.
Barry gets a little bit out of shape. Toxic's all over the back of him now. Toxic has really brought himself into this race. Is he on for a podium here? As we go round, he's right on the back of him now. This is really, really close. going down. Toxic gets over the inside, but he cuts the corner slightly. I don't know if he's going to take that stick. And he pushes Barry a little bit wide. Barry gets really out of shape and has to nearly concede the position to Craigie as well. Craigie getting all over the back of Barry now. Toxic makes it through, but was it clean? I don't think it was. But
It buttons down on the softs. The P12.
so at the moment, Toxic's currently net P3.
2. Oh, 3, but I think he'll catch up to Vinny. And Vinny's got that penalty as well as Cornish
Actually, no,
past
yeah,
Craigie Centre.
He's actually net P2. Can he catch 12%? I don't think he has enough laps to do it. Primus, is he going to pit now? Yes, no, he is not. Is Primus trying to go all the way? When did Primus pit? Has he already pit? I don't think he's pit.
I don't think they'll go to the end. I'm pretty sure he'll end up with a punch if he tries that.
Primus has pitted, but I'm pretty sure he pitted really early on in the race.
Yeah,
Primus
like
on
lap
20
3
lap old hards.
Cornish getting stuck up behind Craigie Centre. Barry's off. Oh!
Oh, Barry's gone. Barry is gone. The man that was looking to get a podium out of this race is now off the track and has major wing damage as well. So that's Barry's challenge for points. Looking like it's going to be over for this race. Scotsman's looking at that thinking there's some points here. And my Button's got the fastest lap of the race now with his new stuffed tyres.
If you look at Toxic right now in the back of Grady Vinny already, and look for the move.
Making the move up into the head, into the chicane. Goes a little bit deep, but he should be able to bring it back. He does, and Toxic up into second place. Or net P2, unless Primus believes that he can bring those hards to the end. But if 9 lap old hards can stop the 2 lap old mediums, I don't know what 20 is going to be able to do.
Vinny down the inside.
Vinny trying to come back. It's really close to the back of the Haas, but Haas keeping his cool and just making sure that he goes defensive. Trying my words so much. We do have Craigie Centre going past a back marker there of UK Demons. Is that Morel Cornish all over the back of the AI car unseen? And if I was after Saints, I wouldn't be worrying, but I'd be concerned of Toxic.
If you pause and go to race director and then like click on Alco and then Toxic, you can see the lap times and see if they're much different.
How much different is the lap times?
I'll quickly check.
I'll check it.
Yeah, yes.
So, Cornish, Alco Saints in the 135s, and Toxic is in the 134s. So about a second a lap difference at the moment between Alco Saints and Toxic's pace. There's not enough laps to deem a second a lap enough to catch him. Meanwhile, he is now right on the back of Primus. Primus, is this the time to pit? No. He's going to carry on. Primus is really looking to try and get to the end of this race here on those mediums. Mediums, hards. I think that'd be really impressive if he does make this work, but I don't think he's going to be able to. It'd be very dangerous.
I mean, in my race on Tuesday, one day I managed to get the interest to 98%, so it's possible. Don't recommend it, by the way.
I wouldn't recommend it, no. Here comes Toxic MW, he's all over the back of Primus. I think Cornish really needs to defend this, to be honest. I know it's a podium position and it is second, but I don't think he has the tyres to do it. I don't think Basselin's going to be able to cut off Mercedes' tyres either. Toxic's just waiting his time. Toxic's just biding his time behind the Mercedes. The Mercedes really wide there from Toxic. That must be due to like dirty air and just sit behind another car. It's just lose concentration sometimes of where you are on the track, and sometimes go wide and lose a bit of time. Is he going to dive this? No. He has a look, showing Primus that he is there. He's right there with him. Cornish is trying to catch up to Green, isn't he?
Yep, Toxic looking for the move now.
Straight. This should be it and over with as we go through turn 1. Maybe not, because the Mercedes is not going to give up that position, as he is now defending very aggressively to try and hold on to that position, but you would when you have tyres that are 23 laps old against 5.5 tyres that are a softer compound.
Yes, is buying Alco Satan's up front 13 seconds. Got a second a lap because these two are battling very hard.
This is the battle for second place. And Toxic down the inside, but Primus tried to hold on, but he couldn't anymore with the tyre and the lack of grip that he had. And Toxic NW claimed second place. 14th to second, that sounds very good to me. So Primus, who is now already under threat from graded Vinny. Vinny's not going to want to lose his podium position. He's going to want to try and get past that Mercedes. So is Cornish. If Cornish can get back on the podium, that would be a splendid thing for him. From drive-through, and as we go graded, Vinny goes down the inside. No response there from the Mercedes in terms of traction. Nothing he can do.
Oh, Cornish at the back of Primus there.
Cornish all over the back of Primus. Already got a run on him even before they get to turn 1. And that's, I'm going to think, is a clear pass from through the Mercedes. Can Mercedes come back down the inside? They're going to try it. And he is back down the inside. He's not going to give that one up easily. Cornish probably wants him to give it up, but the Mercedes is not going to back down. And now we have Vinny with Alexander Cornish. That's a big battle for third place. So we have 2 laps to go. This and then one more. Alco Saints has done a superb job so far. Just controlling the race, controlling the pace, just being really calm and collective. Not pushing too hard either. Just, nice and controlled. Very nice indeed to watch this supreme drive. Cornish, who is now right at the back of Graded. Looking in his mirrors, going towards this happen as Cornish going down the inside. He's made it stick as well. What a stopping power from that racing point, and what a move of car control once again from these drivers. Amazing stuff going into the graded zone, especially with that hairpin. Really controlling themselves. Really good job from all the drivers here at the moment. So we have RSF1 button, just trying to get past the back markers there. We have edited form though versus fish sticks. Cornish gets a 3-second time penalty again. That's 9 seconds for XRL Cornish. That means, I think, as it stands, Graded Vinny has got 3rd place. Cornish cannot defend against that.
Yeah, I don't think he can gather that much time. That could drop it to dropping back much further.
He is dropping behind Primus as well. Primus currently is in 4th. As it stands. Craigie Senna, he's not going to get past Primus. So Primus at the moment is in 4th position.
If he can get a 10th.
Coming on the final few corners, you have the man who's done an amazing job. The man who's done an amazing job weaving across the line. Well done to Alco Saints, supreme drive from the racing point. Cameron will be happy with that one. So will Haas, as their driver has gone from 14th to 2nd. But
yeah, we've got the bug
a
again.
penalty. The toxic. Oh,
No, that's a bug.
Oh, is that
it
bug?
happened last week. I'll just need to tell.
So toxic in 2nd, Grady Vinny in 3rd. 4th is Primus. 5th, Old Manzi. So Mercedes getting a 4th and a 5th at the end there. 6th for Cornish. 7th for TYG Rogue. Mason Dunks in 8th. 9th is Craig Senna. 10th is RSF1 Scotsman, and the last week's winner now down in 10th position for this race. Not a good race from him. RSF1 Button in 11th. I just don't want to go on to the thing. Come on.
So, right, Toxic, Alcohol, and is it Vinny?
Toxic Alcohol graded Vinny. So calm, so controlled out there today from Alco Saints. Really good job from him. Ever since his teammate got the drive through, it was just a gift. It was like a sign to him. Just to go and be really quick from 5th position to 1st to win the race. Lovely.
Yep, so top 3, Alco Saints finished 1st. Toxic MW did finish 2nd, but he glitched right to the back, and then Graded Vinny finished 3rd, which is pushing every other driver back 1.
Yep, pushing everyone else back 1. So Primus Gaming finishes 4th with Old Manzi in 5th. 6th is Dexaro Cornish. Unfortunately, after that drive through and multiple penalties that he got, TYG Rogue finishes 7th. 8th is Mason Dunks. 9th is Craigie Senna. 10th is RSF1 Scotsman. 11th is RSF1 Button. Edited form in 11th, 10th, and 11th for the Ferrari boys. 12th is Barry 23. Not a good ending to the race for him. 14th. Would it be 14th? Yeah. 14th is Fish Sticks. 13th is, I don't know. 13th or 14th is Fish Sticks. 15th is, 14th, sorry, is Unseen. Yeah, pretty much. The rest of it you can just kind of see.
So you could try and get Alco, Vinny and Toxic and W in.
Oh, wait until I get back into the lobby now.
Sure.
Oh, I must be signed into Xbox Live apparently.
Yep, that's lovely.
Don't quite know. Why am I Primus?
Yeah, we've established
Yeah, we
that.
know,
Toxic for
It's just not.
a second, yes.
I was gonna get him back and when I get into the lobby, but then like it's what it's done is it's just like kick me out the lobby before I can get back in. So let's search him out now. There's one of them.
Obviously, of course, yeah. I've been here before. Well, he was going 24 laps at the end, weren't you? Hard.
Primus, aren't you 4th or 3rd?
Yeah, Primus.
He
Not
would be
third.
third,
You
but
get
Toxic
fourth.
is second. You've just basically got to bump everyone down. Because Toxic
Yeah,
is
you're
second.
you're not third. Because Toxic second.
Toxic
Toxic
finished
got bumped down
second.
due to the glitch on the timing sheet. Sorry, beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
unlucky.
Italy. Sorry.
Well, that's snatched from your hands, mate. 95%. You didn't get a puncher.
Yeah.
You didn't get no puncher.
Impressive.
It's normally 80% puncher territory, mate. We have damage on or what?
Can you invite any other guys? Trying to. Toxic W as well. W, and the last one was.
Who's the host of the stream? Because it's not ranking today, is it? I don't recognise the voice.
That's Spooky or Toxic CW.
Oh, is it Toxic?
Toxic
the other one.
CW, yeah. I'm trying to get onions to buy.
Who's third? Is it Graded Vinny? Or what?
What is his name?
Is it Graded Vinny who's third?
Yeah, it's graded, isn't it?
Graded Vinny.
Yeah, just graded Vinny, yep.
Yeah.
Xbox is terrible, the servers are terrible.
Just gonna search him up and just say join. I invited him. I'm gonna
Right, so
say-
hopefully he'll join. We'll give him 30 seconds.
Party. Question mark.
Bit of a mad as this one. Need the elevator
So-
music, technical difficulties, boys.
While we
girls.
wait on Vinny, what happened at the start? 'Cause we missed it.
Oh, how was he running at the start?
It's the start happened last week as well. I don't know if it's Scotsman or not, but every time when the formation lap is ended, it's always Scotsman and someone else. Last week it was Scotsman and 4D, and then it went and then obviously when we did the restart, it was then Scotsman and Chris, and then for this week it's Scotsman and Demon. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong
Okay,
with
so
Scotsman.
while we, I think we're going to start the interviews while we wait for.
Yeah, we'll go
Right,
with
okay.
second. You want to do second and I'll do first, or?
I don't know what you want to do. Do you want to do second and I'll do third? I don't know. What do you?
You can do second.
Okay. So Toxic, obviously I'm part of your team, so I'm going to be completely biased. Well done. 14th to second. That's not an easy thing to do. Really showed your pace, and you looked really comfortable towards the end of that race. So tell us how the race went for you in your eyes.
Well, I'm pretty sure I missed the first 2 laps because I got disconnected, and then I joined back, and then I realised there was a safety car, and I was behind Mason, I think. So obviously I was in the same party as him, so we worked it out. I was the quicker driver, and then he had let me through, and I think that's what got me up in the positions, got into some clear air, and then I saw Scott's spun, and then that's when Vegas said and everyone went into the pits, and I realised the mediums would last around 11 laps, I think it was. So then I used that on my own strategy, and then it worked a treat. And then I think it was the collision with Barry, I think. I was quite surprised about that, how he tried to go back, like he tried to take me back. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's a bit of a pain there, because if I get a penalty for that, it'd be very annoying.
So the strat worked well for you. Obviously in qualifying it didn't go too great. The Alfa Romeos.
Yeah, I
bit
get
of,
blocked with both
damage to your
alphas.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that did hamper you a little bit, but I don't know if there was there time to improve upon. Did you know you could improve, or?
But I
Just
think I was 5 tenths up on that lap, but I get blown up by a broken Q2. And then obviously I was going to set that lap and then go in for a set of softs, but kind of glad I didn't now because I got P2, so
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
So for good work today. Really good race. I really enjoyed watching it and watching you go back through the field at the end there. Next track is S04. How are you feeling for that track?
Oh, I enjoyed Zandvoort right at the start of the game. Me and Spooky, who done quite a lot of laps on it.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully we can recreate our quickness on that track, and then obviously, never know, could be another win.
Lovely.
You certainly never know. Well, congratulations on your P2.
Your
And I'll
turn
move on to...
interview your winner.
Yep, Alco Saints. Good race from you. You started P5, I do believe.
Yep.
Tell us how the race went in your eyes.
It's to be honest, mate, absolutely amazing. Obviously, I didn't really want to be in position 5 in Q3. I know that I could have gone faster. I did mess up the last corner coming into the start finish straight. So I think I lost the 10th there. So in hindsight, I would have either been 3rd or 4th, which would have been perfect for me. Because 5th is technically like in the middle. It's generally the middle of 1st position all the way to 10th position. So sometimes you can get caught up in the first corner, obviously depending what kind of track it is. Luckily, I was able to gain a position straight away off the start. I got a better traction somehow, even with obviously the cold tyres, obviously because of the long wait that we had. With the with the first lap safety car, does anyone know what actually happened? What triggered it? Does anyone know?
Oh yeah, we
We weren't there, so we actually don't know what triggered it.
I guess you triggered it. The game
Yeah,
knew.
I triggered it
the
by
game knew
leading
the
the
streamers have gone.
commentary
We needed to cause a safety car.
Yeah. Slow it all down so we could catch up.
Yeah, no, we don't know what really happened. Like, we didn't even go through the first corner. Like, as soon as like the top 5 got through the first corner, the safety car appeared. So I don't know exactly what happened.
There was 3 cars out when
There
we
was 3
joined.
cars out, so...
Tris.
Yeah, like it was
Alco,
a Jesse
I think. No, it's
Gamer,
you.
Saxon, however you
No,
say
not
his name.
Jesse. It was Caesar,
It was
Chris.
Caesar
And
Chris,
Jamie.
and Jamie.
Jamie. It was the other Renault as well, though,
Yeah.
and not Renault. Williams as well, wasn't it? Saxon. SXX. And he was...
Not too sure.
Because
the
he was a
Williams.
little bit of a... Yeah, he was a bit of a pain in my ass being an AI. But the best thing about it, him leaving or him like disconnecting actually helped me out. I don't know if you saw it on stream, but after the safety car period, I think it was either lap 4 or lap 5, Graded Vinny tried to make a move. I was behind Graded Vinny, and Graded Vinny made a move on the Williams, but I think the side pod glitch happened, and it was like rubbing against each other, and I just like zoomed through to like after turn 3, just went past both of them.
That. I was like, cheeky.
It was perfect because that got me. If I didn't wait, a lot of people do say like patience is a virtue, and if you time your positioning and as soon as you time your attack, then you're guaranteed either a win or positions. So honestly, if it wasn't for that, then I probably wouldn't have won. A lot of times when I do start at the front of the grid, I do get caught up in crashes that for either from traffic or something. The pit stop, the pit. Oh God, sorry.
I know you keep going. You're talking. It's fine.
Oh, sorry. The pit stop was amazing. I came out obviously P5 behind a McLaren, got rid of him straight away, and then I didn't actually know that Primus was going all the way. I thought he was going for another stop. So I'm glad that I actually overtook him and didn't wait behind him, because if I waited and waited for him to pit, he would have never pitted. So I would have been under pressure if I didn't overtake him there and then. To be honest, I thought Primus and Toxic were going to go on softs because there was only 8 laps laps left when Toxic obviously pitted. So I thought they was going all the way to the softs. But yeah, it was an amazing race.
I mean,
Either way.
just before you ask him about Zandvoort, Supreme Drive, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good drive from you. You seemed really in control after your team had obviously your team unfortunately got a drive through, but you know, in his unfortunate circumstance, you managed to pick up the mark for Racing Point and just showed you've got the ability to lead and not, I wouldn't say dominate, but you have the ability to just extend the lead.
Yeah, we're dominating. The Malibu's going to dominate. Don't worry about that. We're all good. The Malibus are back in town. Obviously, I know that you don't know who the Malibu boys are, but you are now finding out who the Malibu boys are.
My game is tags Malibu, so...
You've got two eyes and you've got a U, so...
Yeah, but that's the point,
really.
because I can't put normal Malibu. It won't let me. So it's like...
Well, I was going to say, like, it's fate. You change your name to Malibu and I win the race. It's kind of...
yeah, I'm in the lobby.
Exactly. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing race. The Malibu boys are back in town. Obviously, I'm still the OG. I'm the founder of the Malibu boys, the Malibu Twins. I am, honestly, I'm the founder of the Malibu Twins. So I'm obviously going to keep that legacy ongoing, and whoever becomes my teammate in the future, and obviously Cornish, an amazing teammate. Very sportsmanship though. No, showmanship, sorry. He's very showmanship, more than sportsmanship, but I don't mind if that is perfectly fine. We have a good laugh, we have a good race. He obviously climbed back up as well, got position 5, we've bagged some points again. You know, last week we bagged 2nd and 3rd, we're now 4th in the Constructors, and this is just going to help our Constructors now.
Yeah. You want to ask him about Zandvoort?
Yeah, right, anyway, let's move on quickly. Zandvoort next week, how you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I love it. It's a very good track. Obviously, might do some cocaine behind the sheds, but after all, it's the Netherlands. But no, in all seriousness, it's a very good track. I do love it, especially the left sweep turn coming onto, after turn 1 and turn 2. Yeah. I do love that, especially if you get it just right. But yeah, it's just a very good track. I can't wait for it. Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully we'll see us both back in here.
Yeah.
And that's been Division 4. Everyone at home, we're back online on Saturday actually. Our charity stream's going up at 12 o'clock I do believe, so please tune into that. Having fun and games, it's not just F1, GTA, Rocket League, etc, etc. But hopefully we'll see you all there. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.